Well, good morning to you, and we have now repositioned on our Facebook Live video at the bottom of the Sloc, and hopefully you can just see coming into view. There might be a little bit of a speck in the distance at the moment, but they'll be with us very soon. It looks like Gerrard and Liam Parker, who are absolutely neck and neck at the moment. They checked into Russian Church almost together. That was around about 11:15. Richard was about 30 seconds ahead, but it looks now like after the climb of Ballykillawy that they are pretty much together. They'll come into our full view in just a moment, but this is the flat level bit after that real climb of Ballykillawy up from Russian Roundabout, which is a real hard going piece of the course on the legs. They have a nice flat sort of mile or two, but then they have to tackle the Sloc, which if we just turn around here we can actually have a quick look up to the Sloc there, so you can just see it there stretching ahead. It then levels out nicely at the top and they can bowl down to the round table, and then it's down onto Dalby, pattering it into Peel. So it looks like they'll be coming into Peel between 1 and 1:30. And we'll be there again live on Facebook to see them through. But if you want to come down and support them on at the Town Hall on Derby Road, that is roughly the time they'll be coming through. But they do seem to be going great guns, and they've really opened out their lead here. This is where it gets so interesting, this point in the race. We're about 22 miles in now, I would say 21, 22 miles in, and this is where it all starts to get very interesting, because these two here, they're the big guns in this race, and they're opening them out most definitely. So here they come. It's Richard just ahead and Liam slightly behind him. Let's just see if we can grab a very quick word with them. Here they come. Hi fellas, how's it going?
Yeah, good, thanks.
All good? Ballykillawy all right?
Yeah, no problem at all.
Great, there's Liam just behind.
Nice bit of breeze now.
Excellent, yeah, and there they go. So let's follow them on. Just getting some well-earned water there. So yeah, they're literally together. So Richard, 5 times winner. He won last year. Liam there, number 2, was the winner in 2017. And up they go, looking incredibly fresh. So let's work this out. About 21, 22 miles they have done, which means they have roughly 62, 63 miles still to walk. Which we're laughing every time we say this, but it really puts it in context at this point in the race. So off they go. Obviously sort of good pals, great camaraderie between the two of them as they make that big climb now, making it look incredibly easy. But yeah, looking back down, there's no sign of anybody else, so they are at least 2-3 minutes ahead now. So this, as I say, is where it will get very interesting to watch these two. Will they stay neck and neck? Will they open up that lead further? Unless something goes very badly wrong, I suggest they will. But will one of them be able to manage to peel away from the other? That remains to be seen over the next 60 plus miles. As they make their way around the first bend of the Sloc, as we say, they'll make it to the top, down to the round table. That, from the round table to Peel, is about 8 miles through Dalby, Patrick, and then on through the marketplace, up Michael Street, up Derby Road, into the Town Hall, and then that 7-mile stretch where it becomes a very different race for anybody, actually. After Peel, that real carnival atmosphere, it does quieten down somewhat. Although, as we have been saying throughout the morning, more people do tend to go on now and push further on up that western and northern stretch of the course. So let's just walk back down. We can see, we think, another walker coming into view. We'll find out who this is. Don't forget, parishwalk.com, the live timing section. If you're following a specific walker, you can keep up to date with their progress there. Every time they check in at one of the churches, that will flash up. And if you're watching this video, if you're supporting somebody or spurring them on, and if you want to give them a mention, by all means tag them in this video. The main body of the race now will be snaking its way along the south of the island, around Maloo, on through Ballabeg to Arbury, and then through Colby and on to Russian Church. And in the next hour or two, that's when hundreds of walkers will be themselves tackling Ballykillawy and the Sloc. So we'll find out who this is coming up here. So yeah, there's probably about 4 or 5 minutes difference here. Let's see who this is coming into view. Don't forget, lots of Facebook videos right throughout the day, full coverage on air on Manx Radio. From 12:30, Chris Cave will be at the Town Hall in Peel. And that's always a great place where you get stories of people who have perhaps walked for charity. Peel is their aim, 32 miles. And we usually always get some really interesting stories from those people who stop at Peel. Many carry on. So Chris will be there. Simon Clark will follow the leaders around the western and northern stretch of the island. And then Christy de Haven and Paul Moran will see them through Ramsey and down that eastern spine, through Mackald and Laxey, through Onchan and on to Douglas Promenade. Will it be Richard? Will it be Liam? Maybe still somebody else. We'll see. But we think they'll be coming in around about 11:30. This is number 3. This is Pete Miller, last year's 3rd place. He's going very, very well. So about 4 or 5 minutes behind. How's it going, Pete?
Okay.
Yeah, big thumbs up. He's looking happy. So there he goes. Lovely breeze here on the Sloc. If you're watching this and you're out supporting people, you can tell them that there's a really refreshing, very comforting breeze to see them up this part of the course. That will be very welcome for people who will have been walking by the time they get here. 4, 5, 6 hours by the time they're doing this particular stretch of the course. So we'll catch up hopefully with the leaders at the round table. We'll certainly be in Peel to do some Facebook Live videos and lots of reports on air. So stay with us here on Manx Radio, on air, on Facebook, right throughout the day for the very latest from the 2019 Manx Telecom Parish